Gator Framework Studio in Music City. It's the Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food? It brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks. Let's do this thing! The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I'm Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, travel expert, and beyond ready for a vacation. I want to get away to where there's sunshine, palm trees, beach, and turquoise water.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that. I like where your head's at. I'm Al John Go. I am a content creator and a big Disney, Marvel, Star Wars themed fan. I had to think about it for a minute. I got lost in thought. I am a little distracted and I don't know why, but I'm going to try to stay focused and drive this ship. I'm going to just hand it over to Kat because I'm out of it. Yes.
Well, I'm Kat, and I'm an experiential producer, a film historian, and I'm lurking aboard the Nostromo ready to claim my next victim.
Ooh.
Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We have so much news to talk about today, but how are you guys doing?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
And
That's good.
Yeah, how are you, Kat?
Oh, I'm great.
I love the smiling faces. I have to say, yes, I have to say that after all this time, Dining at Disney podcast is finally back on YouTube.
Yay!
There is like 400 episodes, gang. So if you want,
go see our smiling faces.
Smiling faces. Now, we only recently started doing video, and I say in this podcast history. So it's pretty cool that this is happening. So you can, I think we stopped for whatever reason. We had some computer issues a couple years ago, and we stopped uploading videos to YouTube. And we just now started uploading the podcast. Now, if you're listening to us via Spotify, you'll know that over the past 6 months or so that we've been doing video podcasts. So but it's specific to Spotify. But now the entire show archive for the past nearly 400 episodes is being uploaded as we speak. As you hear this, as the crow flies, as Kat would say, all the episodes should be on YouTube. So feel free to subscribe and once again, really hit that notification bell on YouTube at Dining at Disney podcast, or Dining at Disney on YouTube, and then click the, there's a little tab that says podcasts, and all of our podcasts are there. And surprisingly enough, gang, there's a lot of people checking out older episodes. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Yes, SEO works. Search engine optimization.
Woohoo!
Working. But anyway, I just wanted to get that piece of business and housekeeping out of the way. So please subscribe. Link in the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
How's the rest of y'all's week?
I'm tired. It's been a long week.
Motherhood will do that to you.
And how?
It's just, I don't know. It's just been craziness. I mean, our oldest just started kindergarten, and that schedule is crazy. And she continues to get up at like 5 a.m.
This guy has to take care of it.
Yeah, because I don't have the energy to get up at 5 a.m. and go the whole day. I need that extra like couple of hours of sleep.
I try to give Kristen as much sleep as possible. It's always been the case with the mornings shift. That's usually the daddy shift. So, but yeah, they just get up super early, super early. So,
Wow.
But everything else is fine. I'm hoping we get caught up and are able to watch some movies. There's been some movies like you mentioned Alien Romulus. I heard that was really good.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, cool.
I had some notes, but I enjoyed it.
Well, note that because 20th Century Fox is now a division of Disney,
Yes.
technically Alien Romulus is a Disney production.
Yes, it is.
Which is kind of cool. So,
yeah.
Disney Star Wars or Disney Alien? in terms of? I know it's only
Star
one.
Wars.
Star Wars still okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good. Like, don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it. I am a big Alien fan, the original Alien, and of course, the Alien moment from the Great Movie Ride back in the day at MGM
course.
Studios, which scared the living bejesus out of me when I was little,
Best.
but made me go, "What is that? And how do I find out more about it?" And then that ship just never landed. It took off and is still blasting into outer space.
I love it.
But yeah, I was happy. You know, I say this all the time. Like, if sci-fi is getting made, even if it's like mediocre sci-fi, I'm here for it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
Kristen,
I'm not a sci-fi person, but I can say that about horror movies. Like, I am okay with even
Yeah.
a not so good horror
a
movie.
C-list horror movie. And
It has
that's
to be
scraping bottom of the
really
barrel.
it has to be really bad for me to go, I don't know, this was like a waste of my time. And I
Yeah.
felt that way about there's very few movies I have seen that I've gone, God, why can't I get that time back?
Oh, sure.
I can think of a couple.
And one of them, I sat through it. We had movie tickets for free, went with some friends. Everybody left the movie theater. Like, even half of our group left the movie theater.
It was bad.
It
What
was
movie
that
was
bad.
it?
But with Ashley Judd.
Yeah, Bug. Ashley
Oh.
Judd, check it out. It's like
Can't
15.
even, I don't even know. Bug.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's bad. It's really bad.
2006, and it's a horror movie.
Oh yeah. Now, of the
William
whole-
Friedkin. What?
yes, it's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. Hey, in recent memory, though, the worst movie we've seen, or I've seen, I can speak about it from my point of view, is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It is absolutely the worst horror movie that I've seen in recent memory.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's
That's
bad.
fair.
I thought maybe we'd get a laugh out of it, you know, because of all the hype around Winnie the Pooh now is now, you know, it's now in the public domain. So now we're gonna, you know, rack it in and have fun with it. No, it's not good, and I shudder to think that the sequel is going to be any better. It's
But you never know.
They're making
You're
another
will-
one.
what
Somebody
Kristen-
watched it.
so what Kristen is saying. You're willing to give it another chance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'll watch anything once.
Oh, good Lord.
I
Oh.
can't. I feel like the last movie that I like straight up did not finish, walked out of the theater was, forgive me, The Great Wall, starring Matt Damon and Pedro Pascal,
Whoa.
which was, I feel like that was like 2013.
Yeah. Well, that says a lot because Pedro Pascal is like your honey.
Pedro Pascal, 2016, excuse me. Pedro Pascal, I'll forgive a lot of things. I will not forgive anyone for that movie.
Well, it was still early on in his career.
Other than that, the only other movie I can think of that I was like, oh, this was so bad, was a movie from mid-90s when you could go and see a movie for $1.
Sure.
Like,
Dollar Theater.
yeah, the dollar theaters. And it was called Pret-a-Porter Ready to Wear.
Oh my.
And it had that Izzy Kamosi or something was the name of that artist.
Yeah. Here comes a hot stepper, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
it had
God.
that song in it, but it had a lot of famous people. I remember Julia Roberts was one of them.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those movies that you're like,
Well, it's based on it's based on a classic movie. I mean, Pret-a-Porter is a classic movie,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. And
But
then
it was
so
just
it was
so-
a remake.
I
and-
just remember it being so bad and being like, expecting it to be good because there were so many famous people in it at the time.
well, that was the trend
I was
like
like,
20 years ago.
Ugh.
They used to have all these celebrity riddled, you know, films. and everybody
We're
had-
talking more like closer to 25 plus years ago.
Oh, goodness me.
You
We
know
are
what?
talking mid 90s.
The lowest rated movie on my Letterboxd is right now at half a star
Okay.
is Joker.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's my lowest rated movie. I
Phoenix
hated that movie
Joker?
so much.
Joaquin Phoenix Joker?
Yeah, I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. And then 1 star, I have Madame Web.
Okay,
Shock.
well, that we passed on. We passed on that.
Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Fair. That's pretty bad.
Immaculate has 1 star on my... Oh, you know what? That's a lie. You know what I walked out of in the middle of?
Uh-huh.
What?
Aquaman. The most recent Aquaman.
Wowzers.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I saw it with Mom, and I looked over at her, and she was reading her book on her phone, and I said, "Can we go home?"
Ouch.
Wow.
Love it.
Now, are you
apologies.
a big fan of
Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Sure. Jason Momoa is great.
I was gonna say, because Jason was in town a few months ago. With
yeah.
Gibson, right? He's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
He's a really big dude. Like we were like face to face with each other, and I was like, "Oh my god, Aquaman! Like for real."
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Big dude, man. You're a big dude. His fashion line's dope, though. If you ever, wanted to check out his fashion line,
He's doing some good work. He's doing some great work.
He's doing some good work.
That work did not include Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Well, I'm sorry if you happen to be listening to this show.
I'm not. I'm not sorry at all.
Well, anyway, look, welcome to Movie Talk. Like Siskel and Ebert at the movies here. It's 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
And I'm the sidekick.
What else have I seen recently besides Alien Romulus? Deadpool and Wolverine again. Trap. Trap was really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Planet of the Apes, the new one?
No.
Oh, you're not into it? Oh.
I just didn't think that those movies need to be remade.
Well, I get it. I totally get it. Did you see Godzilla -1?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, those are 2 films, speaking of sci-fi art, that I have not seen because Kristen is she's not into it. So I have to sneak in the time to see them.
Yeah.
Or
streaming.
Or we have to make some kind of like deal for me to sit and watch it.
No. There's no deal to be made. You're not, I'm not going to force you to watch anything. However,
Godzilla -1 is really great. Even if you're not a Godzilla fan.
Because it's really a drama with the backdrop of Godzilla, from my understanding, from what Dave said.
That's accurate.
So one of the things that I've been tasked with is getting Kristen into the whole Indiana Jones of it all.
Oh, yes.
Because, believe it or not, Kristen has gone through life without seeing a single Indiana Jones movie up until recently. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Harrison Ford is a national treasure. Now,
what's it like?
What's it like? I don't know what it's like, but Kristen, I know, knows.
Look, when you have the attention span of Doug from Up, I'm better than I used to be. But yes, when anything gets kind of like slow and has a lull in it, I'm like, I'm gone. Like, you've lost me at that point. Or if a movie starts out really slow, you've lost me, and you can't. And there's just stuff that can't bring me back to it. And so as a kid, like, I just didn't watch many movies because I couldn't sit through them. My parents rented a lot of VHS back in the day.
Yeah.
And so I watched things often that way. And that way, if I didn't like it, then it was no big deal. And I could get up and like go do something else.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But there's a lot of movies, yes, that I had missed. But I did, yes.
To her
I have
credit, she
seen
did.
all of them now.
We did spend a 4-night rewatch for me, but it was a binge for Kristen. And what did you think of Indiana Jones?
They were good.
Yeah, good.
Not my like most favorite movies or anything, but they were good.
Did you have a favorite one out of the 4?
You know, I could have told you back when I watched them, but at this moment, no, I can't tell you.
Okay. Well, we'll just bypass that.
I have to would have to see what like the synopsis was of the show
Okay.
or the movie to
That's
be able
all
to tell you which
She
one
even
I
saw Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Cat.
Oh boy.
She saw Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and
was it the second one?
Oh, the Temple of Doom, the Ki Hai Kwan. Yeah, the one where they were getting the little stones, the 3 stones, and they had the little. Probably one of my favorite chase scenes of all time, the minecart ride, very Diddy Kong racing. Yeah, pre-Diddy Kong racing. Pre-Donkey Kong Country.
That was a pretty good one.
That was awesome.
There was one that I did not really like, and I can't remember which one it was.
Was it the one with Shia LaBeouf? Or was it the latest one?
No, it was one of the older ones. It must have been, I think it was the one with him, yeah.
Okay.
That was your favorite one?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, Kristen, we have to have a talk and the podcast.
No, that's the one I didn't like.
Crystal Skull was,
but I was just like,
interesting. A little didn't necessarily hit the mark with me, but
I
anyway,
thought it was okay.
It was okay. Anyway, yes, welcome to At the Movies podcast. We will get to food talk here in just a second.
But before we get to that, I do have to mention Can't Buy Me Love this month.
Movie.
37 years.
Oh, jeez.
I know, right? She's such a stan for Patrick Dempsey.
It's true.
So 37 years. Yes, 37 years.
I
Celebrity crush.
Hard to believe it. Hard to believe it.
I saw that and I was like, he's one of those people though that has looked better with age. Some people look worse, and then there's others that you're like, for example, the guy who always played the nerd in the 80s. I'm drawing a blank. Michael Anthony Hall. Like, he was one of those people that you were just like, he looked like a dork. And then he grew up and you're like, wow, like he grew into himself.
He grew into himself.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
We're a big fan of Anthony Michael Hall in The Dead Zone, which, by the way, is a great series.
The Dead Zone, yes.
When I started watching that and saw his name in the credits, I was like, that doesn't even look like the same guy.
This is the guy from Weird Science.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, wow, that was a huge rabbit hole. Anyway, now let's get into the food news.
Do it.
I'm gonna make sure that mark this
Keep us
point.
on track.
Mark this point, guys. If you want to fast forward through all this at the movies business, Kristen, what are we talking about now?
We are going to talk about changes that have occurred to restaurants this week.
Now we can zippity doo-dah through all of this because there's a bunch of changes. So zippity.
Well, and a lot of them we talked about already.
Okay.
That are on this list. So, Kat, I'm going to have you kick it off.
You got it.
With Friar's Neck.
Well, we already talked about it. Yeah. But they've added a mac and cheese ham pie for the Halloween season. I'm just going to skim. Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe has removed their Stitch Blueberry and Lemon Mousse Cake.
I feel like they just added that last week.
Like it came in for Stitch Day and then it lasted for 6 weeks and now it's gone again. At Hollywood Studios, Woody's Lunchbox has brought back their pumpkin lunchbox tart.
It's a time.
Over at Morimoto Asia, they've added a couple of things, including lunch specials. An orange chicken set, a pork katsu curry set, a ramen set, a poke bowl, a katsudon, and a maki set, and also the Japanese souffle cheesecake.
That sounds interesting.
Delicious. Earl of Sandwich has removed their premium combo. California Grill has removed the chicken ballantine. Gasparilla Island Grill has removed the honey pumpkin roll and the cheese Danish from their breakfast menu.
So removing the honey pumpkin roll seems very strange going into
counterintuitive for sure. But maybe they added something better.
Or maybe they're going to.
Yeah. Riverside Mill Food Court has removed their Mickey Sweet and Simple Cheesecake. World Premiere Food Court has added a ham and cheese omelet, a Western omelet, an avocado breakfast bowl, a barbecue pork sandwich, a Showstopper burger, and a Mickey Brownie sundae. And then we're going to jump to Disneyland, but give me a second so that I don't repeat myself. Blue Bayou has updated their wine list. Nope. We talked about that. We talked about that. We already talked about that. At Rancho del Zocalo, they removed the Riviera Family Huarache and the Marigold Bridge. At Riverbell Terrace, they've updated their wine list. At Stage Door Cafe, they have removed the There's a Snake on My Funnel Cake. Thank goodness.
Samuel L. Jackson, where are you, buddy?
Yeah. Troubadour Tavern has increased their prices.
I had to, something bit me.
Oh boy.
And the graphic for it is a snake, right? So our son wanted to watch this.
Oh boy.
And at 4 years old, he loves animal documentaries.
I'm so happy.
He
about
will
this.
sit and watch any of them, and he learns so much about animals.
He loves reciting
and dinosaurs. I love it. I think it's great that he wants to watch educational programs.
Watch him grow up to become a veterinarian.
And
Amazing.
so the one that we were watching had two different animals in it. One was actually a snake that had bit a guy, and it was like bad. And the other one was where a mountain lion had attacked a woman's face.
What?
Gosh.
Oh yeah, like it had half of her face was actually the skin separated.
Wait, they show
and
this?
was only attached by the nose.
They show this?
Jack was watching this?
Yes.
What?
Okay, so
That's
this-
why he's up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I was gonna say
This did not
nightmare,
bother him.
nightmare fuel, Kristen. Nightmare fuel.
This is what he asked to watch.
Oh my God.
If he
Fine.
has to watch Jaws, you're gonna have him watch Jaws.
Jaws does not even have skin hanging off a face.
This is
Well,
true.
they didn't show, like, they showed the bite marks on her face, but not where it wasn't like attached. She
Oh
was
my
telling the
God.
story.
I do not
So
endorse
this did not bother him at all. But the snake and the snake bite and this guy, like, they showed his foot. The snake bite is what freaked him out.
Oh my
That's
God.
like, he didn't want to watch the end. Like, he was fine all about the mountain lion. He loves big cats, and that didn't bother him. And he was okay with that. He just was not okay with the guy getting bit by a snake. And that was like a big, like, no.
Was this like rated G? All audiences, Kristen?
No, it was not.
Oh my goodness. I don't endorse this, gang.
Wow.
Well, I didn't realize it was going to be like so much.
Wow.
This is a lot to
He
take
is
in, Kat.
he is more upset like when he sees like lions and
Ugh.
tigers and that like kill other animals to eat. Like he understands.
You have to have them
He's-
watch the Lupita Nyong'o series.
Oh yeah, we want to do that for
It's
sure.
so good, and it's like less of face biting, but still big cats. You know?
I try to get them to watch like Disney nature videos and all that stuff, but my gosh, wow, Nat Geo, thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I was
On
just
that
saying,
note,
snake in my boot. Like
we
that's
don't
bad.
want a snake in our boot. That's for sure. Funnel
Oh,
cake
yeah.
or otherwise.
once again, get these snakes off my funnel cake.
Yep.
If you know what I'm saying.
The Troubadour Tavern has increases.
Still reeling from
I'll
this.
never recover from this conversation.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
Leslie,
fine.
what
It's
are you
so
doing
good.
to her, Kristen,
I'm
Blah.
educating them.
you're traumatizing
it.
me.
He's not traumatized by
I'm
it.
traumatized.
Okay, well, you can be traumatized. But
Oh my God.
he's not traumatized by it. He already doesn't like snakes.
He's gonna be a
But he
veterinarian.
wanted to watch it.
He's
So
gonna, yes, he's gonna be a vet.
I love it. Anyway, Lamplight Lounge has removed their Mijenta margarita. Blah blah blah. No. Here we go. Pim's Test Kitchen has removed the spicy cheese sauce. We're devastated. Goofy's Kitchen has also had a price increase. Hearthstone Lounge has added a Prime New York State. And I think that's it. And then I have this other news story about the updates for a special festival that's coming to Disneyland.
Nice.
August 3rd, which I believe is now, as we release this show. Yes? Yeah. There will be some limited time menu items available in Batuu at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Ooh.
So starting on the 23rd, we have the Andorian roasted chicken salad, which is marinated chicken with mixed greens, roasted seasonal vegetables, quinoa, pumpkin seeds, and green curry ranch. The Surabat Valley Harvest Board, which is torched sourdough bread with ají verde infused pork spread and spicy salsa crioja. And for dessert, the Jogan Seed Oi Oi Puff. I'm pretty sure Disney just wants us to sound stupid when we talk, and I'm okay with it. It's a green cream puff. What?
That's how my son talks. Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. It's a green cream puff with green crunch and ube cream.
Ooh.
If you like ube and you have an Aldi nearby right now, they have ube bread.
Ooh.
Sounds good. I think we should try that,
It
Kristen.
sounds delightful.
That sounds delightful.
And unfortunately, this story just says it's available in Galaxy's Edge. It doesn't tell me exactly where any of these things can be purchased, but I do know that previously the Andorian chicken salad was available at Docking Bay 7.
Okay.
I'm forgetting the number of the Docking Bay, but you know, the restaurant. You're welcome.
There you go.
Numbers.
I know that was the one piece of trivia that I totally forgot is which Docking Bay did the Millennium Falcon stay at when it's Weenan, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how can I forget that? Anyway, okay.
But yeah, that's all the news as far as menu updates go this week. There's lots.
Gang, I have actually one piece before we go into our Disney travel deal or Universal travel deal for this week.
Tell us.
Is that did you know that Donald Duck is turning 90?
Yes.
Donald Fauntleroy Duck, one of my favorite, if not my favorite Disney character. Sorry, Mickey, if you're listening to this, is going to be starring in an episode of Hot Ones.
Yes.
So if you are so inclined, if you like the chatter amongst celebrity guests on the Hot Ones show on YouTube, please seek it out. I believe it even is streaming on Amazon and Apple TV. So if you're able to catch Hot Ones over the next week, check it out. Donald Duck turning 90, and he's going to be eating hot wings and every question that he answers, the hotter the sauce is. And I saw the preview of it on Instagram that they posted, Disney and Hot Ones, and it was pretty amazing. And I'm here for it. Donald is my guy. And they were saying, like, you know, all these celebrities, Natalie Portman and, you know, all these other people. And it's like, they've all been here doing this show. And he goes, who are they?
Who?
It is the best. Literally, that's exactly my reply in the Instagram. And of course, they liked it, which is hilarious.
An icon, truly.
Oh my gosh, Donald Duck is the best. He's the GOAT, or I should say, the dote.
Truth.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, travel time. Yes.
Yes.
Is it travel time? Great.
I do not have the travel deal up though.
Oh.
Do you?
Uh-oh.
Well, I do have a deal if you want. If you want to check
That
out
one.
this one right here, because it is the holiday season, gang. People are already thinking about going to the Disney parks for the holidays. And Kristen has a deal for you.
It's not just the holidays. It's
Oh.
also this fall. So if you're looking to save 30% on rooms, you can do that by booking the fall and holiday season room special that they've got going on. And that's going to be for most nights, November 24th through December 25th. You can save a little bit less, but still save money if you are traveling Sunday to Thursday nights from October 6th, which is just around the corner, to November 21st. Now, if you decide to do a room and ticket package, say you're not an annual pass holder, that means you're going to need your tickets. If you do 4 days or longer, you will get the park hopper option for free.
Nice.
Which I love. I mean, who doesn't want this, especially when the parks are going to be busy? You know, you may go to a park and go, yeah, there's too many people here. Let's go over to this park. That works especially if you don't have very small children. It's very easy to do that when you don't have the stroller.
All right. I love it. Well, gang, what, do you have any additional insights to this deal? Okay, great.
Nope, that's all I've got for you.
Well, thank you for providing the Disney travel deal every single week here on the show. And if you want to go ahead and take advantage of Kristen's expertise and go into the parks and getting some awesome deals, don't just book straight with Disney. Book with someone you know and love. Kristen, where can people email you for their free quote?
They can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Excellent. Well, gang, this is one of my favorite times
so
of the year.
I've got this story.
Go for it, Kristen.
Because this I love this. So Visit Orlando's Magical Dining Month is going on. And it is taking place now through September 30th. It used to only be a month, and now they've added like 2 weeks on for the past few years, which is amazing. So it gives you way more time to enjoy these restaurants. And I'm going to talk about the ones that are going to be around Lake Buena Vista. So you've got Disney. And then I'm also going to talk about the Universal Orlando area restaurants, because you may be doing both parks. So Landry Seafood is one of them. Paleo is on there, Kat.
Ooh.
Okay.
So they do have a $40 menu.
Oh,
I am looking at this website, not to interrupt you, but they have a gluten-free entree search filter, and I really appreciate it. Continue. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
well, I was going to say too, and Visit Orlando and Orlando Health is bringing you magical dining. And it's just such a great way to sample what all of these great restaurants that we know and love have at an incredible price.
There's a lot of restaurants, and it's all around Orlando. So not just what we're mentioning. I'm just mentioning the ones that are where you are most likely, if you're listening to this podcast, these are where you're going to be traveling to. But there's many other amazing restaurants that we won't be mentioning.
Great deals. And so you can support your area restaurants and their wait staff, and it's going to be great. We have an amazing time at this event.
And most of these menus are going to be $40. I will mention the ones that do have a $60 menu, and they're going to be more of your fine dining style restaurants. Over at Swan and Dolphin, Il Molino, New York, Trattoria is one of the menus that's on there. For Flamingos, it's a Richard Blais Florida kitchen. If you are not familiar with Richard Blais, he was on Top Chef. He's incredible. And his restaurant does have a $60 menu. Summer House on the Lake, one of the new restaurants in Disney Springs, is on there. STK is an option. Their menu is a $60 menu. Reserved Food Bazaar, which I'm not familiar with. The Palm Restaurant does have a $60 menu. Ada Asian, that's over in Hilton Bonnet Creek.
Yes.
There's also Mama Della's Restaurante. Sophia's Trattoria. Todd English's Blue Zoo is one of the $60 menu options.
Love eating there.
Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill, one of our favorite places to go. Medicine at Disney Springs.
Nice.
Benihana, Lake Buena Vista. Let's see, Trattoria del Porto. That is over at Universal. Ravello is a $60 menu, as well as the Venetian Chop House.
Wow.
Maria and Enzo's. the kitchen at the Walt Disney World Swan Reserve. Twin View Restaurant at Evermore Resort is a $60 menu. And then La Luce, and that is also over in Bonnet Creek. And then you have Tista Cookhouse.
Okay.
So those are all of your options in the Universal and Disney World area. So lots of cool places to choose from. A few that are higher end. Out of curiosity, I'm going to pull up your options for Ravello because it is a $60 menu, just to kind of give you an idea of the more expensive one, what you may get.
Okay.
They have a carpaccio, which is a beef tenderloin carpaccio, burrata, pomodoro e zucchini is one of the appetizers, as well as they have mussels with garlic and tomato.
Yes, for one price, you can pick out an appetizer, a main course, a dessert.
Yes.
And there may be some enhancements or upgrades that you can kind of tack on with the meal as well. So they're not limiting you, but their specialty menus for $40 or $60 has got quite a variety.
And you don't have to order from this. You can order from like the regular menu, but this is something that gives you multiple things to be able to order and get a better price than if you were to buy those individually. And it's really to give you an idea of what these restaurants have to offer. It's a great way to try things. We have done it many times. For main courses, they have a veal. There's also a swordfish, as well as a whole pan-seared branzino.
There you go, Kat.
Heyo.
Better be good.
Desserts include tiramisu. They have a panna cotta and a affogato.
Delicious.
I joke about it, but Ravello is one of the best.
One of the other great things is Kat did mention this before, that you can filter gluten-free, but you can see on here they mark gluten-free, vegan, as well as vegetarian. So all three of those things are on here.
This website is set up really, really well.
It's lovely.
And you can make, all you have to do is go to magicaldining.com and you can view all this. It has the menus, you can make reservations, you can go and visit the website for that particular restaurant. It's fantastic. I love what they do. And this has always had to do a tie-in with a charity. So,
well, it says here on the website, support a great cause. As through Orlando, the meals that they serve here go to help nonprofits that help people in need. So that's really good.
So this year, it is presented by Orlando Health, and it benefits the Mustard Seed of Central Florida, as well as others.
There you go.
But that's their main one, which I think is great.
I will say 3 restaurants that are on this list that you didn't mention, Kristen, I think probably because they don't read as like part of the Disney bubble, but they're close enough to the Disney bubble that I go to them regularly when I'm in Orlando, is Sato Sushi, Gyukaku, and Cafe Tutu Tango are all 3 delightful. Yeah, they're all delightful restaurants. They all have great food, and they are all allergy friendly and safe.
I love that. Cafe Tutu Tango is one of our favorite restaurants.
Yes.
For tapas.
Oh my God, it's the best.
It's so good, and I love seeing the artists at work as they paint or they make jewelry. It's just so great. Very great.
I went there for the first time like a long time ago because in like an article in Teen Beat magazine or something ridiculous, the guys from NSYNC were talking about how they love to go there, and I was like, we have to go. So we did, and it was like really good.
It was great. Did you see NSYNC there?
No, of course not.
You weren't hanging out.
I had been before I went with Aljon.
Yeah.
I had gone with a friend who lived there. She still lives there. We had gone to school together, so I've known her since I was 11.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Oh my
a
God.
long time. And when we went on our honeymoon, I said, this is one place, because we did Walt Disney World.
Yes.
And I said, this is one place we have to go outside of Walt Disney World.
Mhm.
And we did.
And we did.
And it was great.
And we went for a
Great
long
taste.
time.
Yeah, and we go to the one at Atlanta too. Whenever we go to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's just great. But another great thing about this is that if you've got the Open Table app for reservations, you can totally use it. So if you're earning points on Open Table, feel free to use that. And of course, as Kristen
And there's
mentioned,
a handful of restaurants in Walt Disney World that are on Open Table. So
that is one of our hacks, gang. That's one of our hacks. If you can't use
Get
a
your
dining
points.
reservation system, get your points, use Open Table, use it wisely.
yes,
Agree.
because some of those restaurants will show up on Disney's website. It's not being available, but you can find it in Open Table.
Yeah, that's right. That's a little hack. And of course, a lot of these, as we've mentioned before, Michelin guide restaurants that are superstar restaurants, which are great. Of course, we talked about Ravello, which is one of our favorites as well. Especially the ones there, Bonnet Creek Resort, Four Seasons, and so many others. And then, of course, this happens every August. So once again, mark your calendars. If you happen to be vacationing
Mid-August.
around this time, yes, mid-August, it happens
September.
through September. Yes, as Kristen said, mark your calendars for that time and make it a point to visit these restaurants. And even if you're on Disney property or Universal property, make it a point to visit these places and mark those restaurants using the magicaldining.com website. Just bookmark it and favorite those restaurants that will make your trip. It's definitely one to do for sure. Okay. Moving on, gang. It's the Disney foodie guide of the week. And, I know the air horn. Different sound effects, but I'm not going to load them up today. But I will tell you that we had so much to cover over the past week of shows that we had to bump this particular story till this week, which is the Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree foodie guide. And if you're a fan of barbecue like I am, you're definitely going to want to hang out for the rest of this guide.
That's about it. What are the entrees?
All right. Well, there's plenty. They've got smoked barbecue. Well, first of all, let's talk about where we're at. So Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree is over there at Disneyland. So go ahead. And this is for you West Coasters out there. I'm super jelly because these are amazing looking entrees. They've got number one, smoked barbecue combo platter, which has got smokehouse meats served with baked beans, house slaw, white bread, pickles, and a choice of pork spare ribs, pulled pork, sausage link, or beef brisket. Does this menu sound familiar to some of you?
I was going to say, this is very similar to what you may get at Woody's Roundup.
This is true.
Mm.
Even before that, Kat, since you're a West Coaster, what does this menu sound like to you?
Riverbell Terrace?
Yeah.
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 Okay. We've got barbecue pulled pork sandwich, which has got tangy barbecue sauce, house slaw, bread and butter pickles served with beer battered fries. Whoa. Then they also have
battered fries.
beer battered fries. That's insane. These are all new menu items,
You
by the way.
have me at pure battered.
I am so about that. One of my favorites, this is a smoked beef brisket sandwich with tangy barbecue sauce, pickled red onions, pickled jalapenos, and beer battered fries. You're going to hear that again in this next one, which is the smoked Angus beef burger and pulled pork with American cheese, golden aioli, pickled red onions, bread and butter pickles, and crispy red onions served with, once again, let's say it all together, beer battered fries. In the next section, they've got a corn ribs plate, which has chili lime aioli, Parmesan, crispy onions, cilantro scallions, and of course the fries. Beer battered fries, that is. And they also have the loaded fries topped with smoked pulled pork, queso sauce, pickled red onions, jalapenos, cilantro, and scallions. A classic cheeseburger served with those beer battered fries. Also with the beer battered fries are the chicken tenders plate with house slaw. These are amazing. And they have a few other things here. They've got some sides. Of course, the fries are part of that side. Baked beans, house slaw. And they also have something for the kiddies. They have kids meals, which are portion appropriate. They've got pork spare ribs, toasted cheese sandwich, which is a Disney check meal. And also with the Disney check meal, this is the hamburger. And they also have chicken tendies as well. And then for desserts, one of my favorites, of course, with barbecue is the down home, I call down home, banana pudding which has got bananas, whipped cream, crushed wafer cookies, dulce de leche, and toffee, which is a nice little upgrade from your normal banana pudding. They also have funnel cake fries dusted with powdered sugar for an additional charge, and added some extra sweetness to your funnel cake fries with the banana caramel dipping sauce. Woohoo! Kat, you want to take us to the drinks real quick?
Yeah, let's do it, because I think these are the only things I can have here.
Sorry.
No, I'm being prickly. Sparkling strawberry pickle lemonade, Simply Lemonade Minute Maid strawberry smoothie, flavors of lime, Sprite, and pickle juice with a pickle spear. I did have the regular pickle lemonade. I thought it was a win, so I'll probably go and try this one when it opens. The strawberry shortcake lemonade, which is Simply Lemonade Minute Maid strawberry smoothie, sweet cream topping, shortbread crumbles, and strawberry dust. And a lemonade iced tea, a classic Arnold Palmer, Simply Lemonade and Gold Peak unsweetened iced tea, garnished with a lemon wheel. We have to talk about this. The novelty item at this restaurant, the Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, appears to be a mason jar with nothing on it. It's just a plastic mason jar.
I don't get it.
Which I'm not really sure what the appeal is of that, or why anyone would want to buy a unbranded mason jar with nothing on it.
Looks like it has a top. Maybe.
Does it?
Maybe not.
The like spiral rim goes all the way to the top.
I see that. I stand corrected.
So it's a plastic mason jar that doesn't even have a lid. So I'm a little concerned, but
well, if you go home with the jar, they'll probably end up charging you for it.
For sure. For sure. But,
wow.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
What do you think about this menu?
Well, I think the menu's great. I'm a big fan, of course, of the barbecue, so I am here for it. I love this idea of beer battered fries. I love beer battered onion rings, and I think it's great. But of course, I am never, when it comes to Disneyland barbecue, they're doing it right. Disney knows how to do barbecue. It's not Tennessee barbecue by any stretch of the imagination, but it is really good. And anytime I would do any type of barbecue at the Disneyland Resort or Walt Disney World Resort, I'm always, happy. I'm happy as a clam because I am a meatitarian.
Mm-hmm.
I make no bones about it. And I'm also a big fan of barbecue in its many forms, whether it's Carolina, Kansas City, Texas, Tennessee, Memphis, you name it. I've had it. The Tennessee, all different parts of Tennessee. Tennessee has several different regional flavors out of there.
Truth.
What was the name of the place?
Nashville.
That's our show, folks.
All you care to eat. Isn't all you care to eat in Disneyland? Star Wars now sits in its place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was
it's you're thinking Hoop-Dee-Doo.
No, it's not.
But it's not
But
Hoop-Dee-Doo.
no, it's not. It's the. Oh shoot! I had it in the tip of my tongue.
I can't think of the name of it.
Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue.
Big Thunder Ranch. Thank you.
Yes.
My gosh,
I think that's their way of kind of bringing some of that back to fulfill that void from it closing, because people loved that place.
Yes,
it was good. I mean, people used to bring empty Tupperware with them to the park.
No, let's call it. Let's call him out. Our former co-host Bubba used to bring Tupperware.
You got to get your money's worth, baby. I support it. But
I was like, man, why didn't I know about this hack beforehand? Because I would have brought some dang links home.
Yeah,
that would have been awesome.
I bring a Tupperware to Korean barbecue sometimes. There's no judgment.
You should.
I will say I think this is an apt choice, because I know that River Belle Terrace was serving a barbecue dinner style thing there for a while.
Yeah.
But it didn't I don't want to say meet expectations, because I don't have any expectations of barbecue. 9 times out of 10, I can't have it. But there was you're sitting down for this restaurant, you're paying the premium price, and then they're giving you backyard barbecue food. And I think that there was a dissonance between what you were paying for and what you were getting. So them elevating that menu and bringing the barbecue to Critter Country, which is not Critter Country anymore, makes sense. logistically.
Yeah.
The theming and the vibe was wrong. You know, sometimes Disney tries to get it right the first time. They don't always do it, but second time around, they've learned their lesson and they're applying it in this case.
And I don't even think it's about being wrong. I think it's about, the expectation, but also like the price point for what you're offering. Because like if I was going to pay, $45 for a prefix menu and they wanted to feed me pulled pork, I probably would not pick that.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
But,
no, not at all.
Either way, I think this is going to be really popular.
I do too. And I'm with you. Looking forward to checking that out on our next trip to the Disneyland Resort.
Mm-hmm.
I must say that sparkling strawberry pickle lemonade sounds very cat-like.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned that. Cat's all about it. Hey, by the way, did you try that pickled lemonade over there at Sonic yet?
There's no Sonic by me.
Okay. Because I thought we would have had a Sonic over there close to you by now.
The closest one is in Duarte, which is not close. But I am going to the Bowers Museum to see Joe Rohde talk this weekend. So there's one down there, so I might try to, hit all my stops. Portillo's, Sonic, Pickles.
Portillo's.
Joe Rohde, all the above.
There you go. No ketchup on that dog.
Heck no. No ketchup on anything. I don't like ketchup.
Oh my gosh. See, I'm not the only one.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Hey, look, when I'm in Rome, I do as the Romans do. When I'm in Chicago, there is no ketchup on my dog. All right? Anyway, hey, gang, we've made it. We've made it to the end. Can you believe it? Anyway, Kristen.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and continue to give us those 5-star reviews. Now that we're on YouTube, please like those, like all those that you can. It does help all of those crazy algorithms out there so much, and we greatly appreciate it. Aljon, tell everyone where they can find us.
Well, certainly, yes. When I'm not fading the music out to black, I am making sure that you can follow all of our social media sites. And let me say this, gang, we know that you listen and you followed us on Facebook, but we have a new Facebook page because Meta sucks. So check out Dining at Disney on Facebook. Dining at Disney Podcast is the link, and subscribe to that page. Like that page, please. And then, as we mentioned earlier, we're now on YouTube. So please check out the Dining at Disney Podcast on YouTube. Just put it in the search bar. You'll find it, and just get all of our episodes, nearly 400 episodes of content, some fun videos there. On
You'll
YouTube.
find some stuff from back in 2012, 2013.
I actually, just for quality assurance, I did play a few of the older episodes, and it's amazing how far this podcast has come. At least it's come a long way, but I'm still trying to improve our production values.
like this is there's stuff before the podcast on there.
Okay, for sure. Okay, great. Don't forget to check out the Disney Dorks, the great Facebook group. Thank you, Disney Dorks. They are awesome. Also, the support from our friends at Sorcerer Radio and the Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone. Check out that awesome group of people talking about things Disney and so much more. Sorcerer Radio can be found because they are your #1 source for streaming Disney park music all day long at srsounds.com. You can also check me out on Instagram at AljonGo, and our other podcast that I host with fellow pop culturist Dave Bossert. You might know him as a special director of projects there at the Walt Disney Company. He's an award-winning author, and we have a new book coming out. So check out Skull Rock Podcast. I'll also say this: we're also going to be doing a live show together. Yes, Dave Bossert and myself with the Bancroft brothers and so many more. John Pomeroy is going to be there too. A lot of Disney alumni in Nashville in February for the Animation Y'all convention that's going to be happening on the Lipscomb campus. So please check that out because we're going to be talking about everything I can't believe I'm actually going to be there, like help hosting this thing. It's going to be amazing. So check out animationyall.com and get your tickets today if you happen to be anywhere around Nashville in February. You're going to love it. Kat.
You can find me on Instagram at catastrophe at CAT_ASTROPHE. And you can check out my podcast, Eat the Pictures, anywhere you get podcasts. There is, of course, an episode about Alien and several about Indiana Jones, movies we've talked about on this podcast today. If you want to support the show, and we hope you do, consider donating on whatever platform you choose to watch or listen to us on. You can also shop our links: Amazon, Disney Store, Kingdom Strollers, and Garden Grocer. They can be found on diningatdisney.com or in the show notes below. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Kristen and Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.